Okay, so the rules of indices apply here to algebra, okay, when we've got letters involved. And you just need to look at the top here to see what we're doing. I'm sort of at the top to begin with, and we're multiplying, okay. So I times the big numbers first, okay, so that's what I would do, because you've got 5 in front here, 4 in front here, we can times them. So we're looking at getting 20 there, okay, 20 with the big numbers, right? Just remember you are multiplying them, right? We're not adding them. It says times, so 5 times 4 is 20. Now with the x terms then, we got that x term here times that x term. When we're timesing x terms, we've got to add the powers. Remember, that's the rules of indices. You add the powers. So you've got minus 5 over 4 here, plus then 13 over 4. Okay, so we're adding the powers when we're timesing the terms, adding the powers. That will be divide by then x over 3 over 2. So you notice we're sorting out the top first. Now on the top then we get 20x. Now I can work this out. I'm just going to use our calculator, yeah? So you know, in the exam you've got minus fraction then, button 5 over 4, okay? Cross then, plus then the fraction button 13 over 4. And that comes out to be 2 exactly, okay? So use your calculator, that's what it's there for. And then you're dividing by this. Now the other rules of indices then, right, is appreciating. If you've got an x term at the top, x term at the bottom, we're dividing. Of course, you can use the rules of indices. So when you're dividing terms, you take away the powers, don't you? You subtract them, okay? So if I do that, 2 take away 3 over 2, okay? I get out a half, yeah? So that will be 20 x to the power half, okay? And you got full marks, right? We've got full marks there because we've simplified as much as possible. Now you might remember x power half. Well, power half is root, isn't it? So you could also write that as 20 root x. Okay, you won't lose marks if you don't, but that's one way of looking at it as well. With the bottom one here, we need to appreciate here we're adding. Okay, we're adding terms on the top. We're going to sort the top out first. But when we're adding terms, if the terms are different, you can't add them, can't you? It's like, you know, 2a plus 3b. You can't put them together. 2a plus 3b is 2a plus 3b. They don't go together. And these are different, okay? Even though they're x's here, they got different powers. Different powers, right? It's like saying x squared plus x cubed, or 2x squared plus 3x cubed. You can't put them together. So we're stuck in that sense. We can't lock them together. But we can appreciate that this as a whole collective here is divided by this bottom term here. And we can split it up, right? So instead of dividing the whole as a collective, instead of having it as a collective divided by this here, we could split it up and say, well, let's just write this as the first term divided by this, and the second term divided by this, okay? And do them separately, dividing both of those top terms by that bottom term here. And if you look at this here, 18 divided by 6 is 3, so that's easy, isn't it? Just divide that. But look at this here, this divided by this. Well, they're going to cancel, aren't they? Because they're the same terms. That divided by that is 1, so it's gone. There's no x's there. This then, well, 6 divided by 6 is just 1, isn't it? Okay, 6 divided by 6 is 1. And this then, x 2/5 divided by x the 5th. Well, remember, when you're dividing indices, you take them away, take the powers away. So we end up having 3 here. Take those powers away, so that'll be power x power 1/5, and we're done. Okay, that's your answer.